Alright, let's try another one. And yeah, I'm gonna say no this time. See if that works better. Because at the very least, if I go second, then I have a chance to use a supporter and an attack. So I think that's the right call moving forward. Ooh, we got Eevee box. Okay. This will be interesting. And also, they like going first. So that's unfortunate. And they buddy right into a Hoot Hoot and a Pidgey. And then that leaves them free to fan call for Noctowls, possibly Pidgeotto. Oh no, another Hoot Hoot, a Noctowl, and then another Eevee. Okay, well let's see what we can do here. I'll attach there to Monkey Dory. And we've got double Buddy Poffin. So let's just stack the bench. I'm going to leave one spot open because I've got double Scraggy, double Toxel. I want to leave a spot for maybe Peturunt. And that Lily's got me 2 more Lilies plus 2 Scrafties. So we'll see how this goes. This is a decent setup. And I am going to Subjugating Chains. I'm going to move 1 Scraggy up. Because I'd like to have both Toxels evolve into Toxtricity. So I'll be able to evolve 1 Scrafty next turn. Lily's Determination, and just cross my fingers. So on the other side, we do get a Noctowl. That Jewel Seeker ability, they're able to pick out 2 trainers. They got a Hilda and a Rare Candy. Oh man, that's a great combo. Hilda lets them search for any evolution and an energy. Yeah, I knew it was going to be Pidgeot. They also got the Turbo Energy. Rare Candy into Pidgeot, and now they have Quick Search. So that's why they like to go first. The Jet Energy to get Eevee to the active. Now it can evolve. I mean, it could have evolved anyway, but now it's where it needs to be because they're going to look for the Flareon, because Flareon will be a knockout, and they'll get to attach 2 energies from their deck onto any of their Pokemon. Area 0 comes down. Another Noctowl. Wow. Okay. And this is a dream start for them, so this is going to be a rough one. Oh gosh, and Sparkling Crystal, so that means they need 1 less energy to do any of their attacks. Buddy Poffin for some more owls, my goodness. Okay, there's the Burning Charge. And they do power up the Eevee on the bench. 1 prize for them. We'll give them a Toxel. Okay. Attach energy. Evolve. And Lily's Determination. So this will give me 8 new cards since I haven't taken any prizes yet. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Terapagos, because being a Terra, now it does let me take advantage of the Area 0. I'll put down the other Scraggy. I didn't get a Toxtricity, so that's unfortunate. Next turn, though, even without a Toxtricity, I can manually attach to Scrafty, Binding Mochi, Subjugating Chains, and I have a lot on the bench. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 60 is 300. So I could potentially knock out the Flareon. I would just need 4 heads because 240 and then add the 40 from the Binding Mochi. They get their own Terapagos. Burning Charge again, and now they power up the Terapagos. Another prize for them. Yeah, that's the thing with Eevee Box. It can come out swinging really fast, and also just the fact that, you know, you're powering up your other attackers too. Like, they've got so much energy in play, and 2 prizes taken already, so. Okay, so question is, do I INO? Or do I use another supporter? At least Subjugating Chains get him in the active, and I am going to INO because this gives me the chance. I'll get 6 more cards, they'll go down to 4. Yes, they have Quick Search, which is annoying. Okay. And I normally wouldn't put 2 Petrons in play, but it is dark, and so it does help my Ruffian's attack. Gives me another coin flip opportunity. So let's try it. Let's go for it. 5 coins. Oh, gosh. 160. And I still need 2 heads to knock it out next turn. And it's going to knock me out in 1 hit, so not great. The potential for damage is there. But, you know, realistically, you're looking at 50-50 for coin flips. And so you need to be flipping at least 8 in order to try to get 4. And even then, you're not knocking out everything. So I may have to rethink relying so much on that baby Scrafty. Okay, back to me, and I do finally get a Toxtricity. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's go ahead and Sinister Surge. And yeah, let's go with the other Scraggy. Might be time to try to find the Mega. Lily's Determination, new hand of 8. Another energy there. Another Dark in play. Another Scrafty. And I am going to Night Stretcher for another Darkness energy. And I can Adrena Brain. So that's good. So let's take that damage that I generated onto him, and I'm going to put it on the Terapagos over there. Because when I'm poisoned and Binding Mochi damage gives me an extra 40, so 3 heads would be enough on the Terapagos. Alright, let's try this again. Ruffian's attack. And I only need 2. If I don't get at least 2, then I just straight up quit. Wow, are you kidding me? That is awful. The coin flips are failing me. And they've just been able to burning charge over and over again. I don't even have a Scraggy in play right now. So it's like, what's the game plan? I could Irritated Outburst. I think that might be the best line. Okay, and I'm going to get rid of these 2. Now let's go for Pheasantipity, because that'll let me draw cards. I can flip the script. Yeah, manually attach, Sinister Surge. And now, Iono. Get them down to a small hand. Okay, there's another Toxtricity and Gravity Mountain. So let's Super Rod. Get some of this stuff back in the deck to be usable. I'll grab a couple of Scraggy and a Darkness Energy because I know the Mega is still in there. Okay, so I'm going to Drain a Brain. This is at least the good thing about that, even though I missed it just by 10. So being able to Adrena Brain means I can take it out without attacking. So there's 2 prizes. Okay, another Dark, another Ino. Ino will continue to be helpful. And I'm going to flip the script. Okay, so we do get a Scraggy. I'm going to go with the Yveltal, Sinister Surge. Because here's the thing, if I put the Yveltal in the active, it's got a free retreat, so I'll be able to switch it into whatever else I need. And now do the Scraggy, so I can try to get the Mega. Well, it's subjugating chains, because that's the thing. Pecharunt can't subjugating chains onto another Pecharunt. Even if it's not itself, it can't do it to any Pecharunt. So I've got the 2 energy for the Irritated Outburst, but I didn't have a way to move it into the active. And now that they put the Fan Rotom up front, I don't want to give them the Pecharunt, because they knock it out. That's the last 2 prizes they need. Okay, and so they go for the lilies. Now they get a free hand, a full hand. And that's the thing about quick search, is that even though I take them down, they do have ways to refresh their hand pretty much all the way. Of course, they just now get to quick search, so they either, that was one of the 2 that they had left, or that was the top deck, so that was really lucky. They draw a whole bunch, and then now they get to search, and oh gosh, Assault Landing, and then Poison takes over, and they're down to 1 prize. So what can I do? Alright, so now I can move the Pecharunt up. Oh gosh, talk about a top deck. Okay. So I've got that. I can Sinister Surge. And I'm getting my Scraggy in the back ready. Because I've only got 11 cards left. Mega Scrafty is in there, I know for a fact. Energy switch. So even though I got the boss's orders, I'm going to try to bring them down to a low hand, and then Mega Scrafty is going to be able to discard, because they're going to go down to one card in hand. And then I'll be able to discard whatever it is. So chains to bring Mega Scrafty to the active. Nest Ball. And it's not that I need this Monkey Dory at the moment, although next turn I can use the Night Stretcher to get a Darkness Energy. Or I can do that now. Can't remember if I manually attached. Okay, yeah, I did already attach, so I'll just save that for next time, but I can Adrena Brain with this one. And I'm going to keep stacking them on the Terapagos, because right now I don't have the Binding Mochi bonus, so I'm only hitting 160. Outlaw Leg, discard that. And I discarded their Leafeon, which was good, because Scrafty is weak to grass. Oh, look at that. And I get a boss's orders from the prizes. That's fantastic. Okay, they promote the Eevee. Starting to come back. Still get Flip the Script. And Night Stretcher. Okay, so... Oh. Being in the discard didn't hurt them that much there. Now they can quick search for whatever they need. Verdant Storm attack does 60 damage for every energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon, which is very dangerous. And they jet energy for the Terapagos. Okay. Okay. Oh, and they hit me with the Crown Opal instead. Okay. Oh, and that's because Crown Opal, I think, reduces the damage I would do to them. But luckily, that counter-attacking crest still hits. Okay, now I do have 2 Adrena Brains. And I know they're going to bring up that Leafeon. Let's see if I can at least get it in range. Okay, let's Outlaw Leg. They do have enough damage for me to knock out. And that's 2 prizes, so now it's 1-1. We both have only 1 prize left to take. Okay, so now they I-know me to a small hand. And I get a Lily's Determination. Of course, they get to flip the script. And Quick Search. It's just such a hard combo to overcome. And they get a Night Stretcher. Oh, the Leaf Energy. So yeah, they're going to be able to knock me out now. They go for the Moss Agate, which hits for 460. So even if I was at full health, that would have been a clean knockout. I came back down to one prize though, so not a bad almost comeback.